Hi everyone. Today's video is all about jewelry. So if you're into fluid art at all and you pour over a plastic bin, you will notice that you get some really cool paint designs on your either your lid tops or your bins. And those can be made into jewelry like these. I have some more here. So what I do, I have these, all of these are already made, so you can get these pendant and cabochon sets through different stores or outlets. I found these on Amazon, so this one, I've got some, the earrings are sterling silver, and then the pendants are either silver. I have some bronze. I also have bracelets. So this one is necklace, bracelet, earrings. And then I've got these little cardstock with envelopes for selling the final product. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I have tons and probably 100 sets of jewelry that's already been made up, whether it's a necklace and bracelet, you know, hearts, teardrops, rectangles, whatever, single necklace, all kinds of different, you know, colors and variations, whether it's silver, bronze, or different colors. I have some black. So I have those all available for sale if you want to hit me on my Etsy store. And then you get to some necklaces like these and what are in my bins. And these are skins. I kind of scavenge the skins. If there's at least one good piece, I won't try to get 3 pieces, you know, a full set. If I can't, then I'm fine with it. I'll just do a single necklace. That's what these are. These are finished, and I just need to bag these up. So we'll do that a little bit later. You don't need to see me do that because that's pretty simple. So to get started, I have an X-Acto knife, a little vice grip. I have my glass cabochons, my pendants. I have some rubbing alcohol, and then this is diamond glaze jewelry glue. The first step in this process is to pick some of these skins. So I recently did this pour, which turned out great. There's a video of me doing this pour. This one has 1 coat of varnish. It's on its way for 2. So I also did this one, which was for Valentine's Day. It's got some copper and some rose gold in it. And so I'm going to look at some of the skins that came on that. So this is where I poured the Valentine's Day one. And you can see that there's some skins on here. I do have, when I pull skins, I separate them by wax paper, and I have a lot of them. I've gone, you know, I don't make, there's a lot of people that will make jewelry from one complete skin until it's all used up as, you know, that's the addition, and then it's not made anymore. There's so many different cool skins and colors that I kind of go into each one, pick out some areas that I like, and then I save the rest of the skin. There's still lots of cool things on those, but I just kind of make different colors. So this, and this is super easy. This is all dried. So it's really just a matter of peeling it off. And that's it. That's your skin. And that's some of them, depending on how much, you know, if I had poured, there's not a lot on this already, but if I would pour over this, then the skin, obviously, like this one is a lot thicker. So depending on how thin or thick it is, you just have to watch it. The thinner ones are a little more difficult to work with the glue, so just be careful. So I really like this area on the skin. I know it's hard for you to see, but it's kind of cool. So basically what I do is I take my cab, and then I just kind of drop it on there and see, you know, what's going to make the coolest effect, or what I think, you know, a cool necklace will be. So on this one down here, I can see lots of different patterns, and it kind of makes a different circle. It brings in some other colors. So I'll just kind of move it around until I get it where I think I want it. There's a couple different ways to do it. I can cut it now, I can put glue on it and press it and cut it when it's dry. It doesn't really matter. So for this one, I am just going to clean the cab now. So you want to clean the glass with some alcohol first, because that will take any of the oil in manufacturing or cutting and your own fingerprints. That's why I'm wearing gloves. I don't like to get the fingerprints. So the alcohol, the rubbing alcohol, will completely clean your cab. And then once you have your cab cleaned, and you gotta make sure it's dry, and it dries quickly with alcohol. Once it's dry, you don't want to touch it because it's completely clean. So next, I'll take my my glue. Sometimes I use a paintbrush to put this on. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to take a drop of this glue, jewelry glue, put it right on the middle of the cab. I'm going to go back to where I thought I liked, drop it down. You can move it, it will move its own. And then you just kind of, once you have it there, just kind of press and hold. That looks like where I wanted it to go. So I will just, you want to press it so it comes out. You don't want any bubbles. So I'm just going to let that hang out for a little bit while it dries. Because this has rose gold and pink and red in it, I'm going to use a gold pendant. So I will take one of these pendants out. And you want to make sure that you clean the pendant as well. So I'm just going to go around the pendant to make sure that it's clean. The rubbing alcohol is super drying, so that's another reason I wear gloves. Clean the whole thing. The glue holds up and it dries pretty fast, so you just have to be aware. Okay. Now, when I do this, I usually have like my skins laid out and I just have the cabs on it. And then I'll just, you know, kind of like a production line. It depends on how many I'm planning on making. This was the only one I was going to make today because I have a lot of stuff that I need to sell yet, so I wasn't going to make any more. So what I'm going to do with this one, I do have some bracelet pendants left, and I do have some earrings. I could probably get some additional things out of this one, which I'll do that offline. So next, you know, assuming this is sat for an hour and it's dry, it'll be fine the way it is, but I just go around the cab with my X-Acto knife. Some of the glue is coming out, and that's fine. You just have to wipe it off. And I do have this this little cutting board underneath, which is Creative Memories. It's amazing how many things in the art store that, you know, I used to do a lot of scrapbooking, but there's a lot of things that you can use for both scrapbooking and paint pouring, so that helps. Then I'm just going to pop this up. The glue is still wet, I can feel it, and I'm just going to kind of smooth it so that I don't have any air bubbles under. So that's what it looks like. Then I'm going to take my cleaned pendant. I glued the skin to the glass, and now I'm going to glue the whole thing. I have some air in here. I'm going to put just a drop in the middle of that. Figure out what orientation I want for, I think that looks cool. I'm going to drop it into the pendant. And then I usually press it down, but when my fingers get really tired, I use these little tiny mini grips. And I just squeeze it in and let it sit there. And some of the glue comes out, and that's fine. I can scrape it out with the X-Acto once it's dried, or I can just go around it with some of the alcohol soaked cloth here that I have and just clean it off. It doesn't really take that long for it to set up before it comes tacky, and then you can work with it. So that's really it. Once this dries, I would usually let it sit longer than that, but there's my pendant. I'll go around with the X-Acto knife and the cloth to kind of clean up the edges. And then once that's done, I can just pick one of my cord necklaces. You can also get these on retail. I prefer, I know a lot of, this is green. I'm not going to use green with this because it wouldn't match, but a lot of people use the chain ones, silver. I prefer the wax cord ones. I think they're more trendy now, for one, but they also don't crinkle. There's no links to fix, etc. And I just really like the versatility of the wax cord. So this is the finished product. I'll put that, I'll put a necklace cord on it if I make some additional jewelry, and then I'll package it up for sale like these. So that's it for my my jewelry making video. I will put my link to my Etsy shop. I don't have everything that I have on my Etsy shop just because there's so much. So if there's any specific color, shape, silver, gold, you know, whatever you want, you know, hit me up and I'll see what I can do for you. All right, talk to you later. Bye.